What is up, Draboni? JJ back here with JoeyWerk and special guest Holden Kushner at Holden Radio, making a nice little cameo appearance for us this week. Everybody give a quick shout out to Holden. Holden, it's nice to have you on the show for a change. What's going on? What's new?
What are you talking about?
Seriously,
what are you talking about? I've been doing this Sunday show with you for like a year now.
You haven't been in the show for a few weeks, so I figured,
maybe I missed.
Maybe this was like a cameo.
Yeah, I think the no show, no call was, just throw us all off.
All right. So first of all, I was hanging with my kids last week. If you two jabronis can't accept that.
I'm accepting it. I would like maybe, 5 minutes before the show to tell us, or a day before the show wouldn't hurt.
All right. Second thing is I popped positive for strep yesterday, which is why I look like I'm dying. And I still showed up. So can I just get a free pass, please, for this?
Yeah, I think the only thing missing, and Joey, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think a headband would go perfect with Holden's new look.
Oh yeah.
I think a little headband action. Maybe we head to the courts. I think I like this look. I think we stick with it going forward.
Can you send me a headband?
You got it. Maybe we'll get Run Pure on it.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I really want a headband. I think it's going to help my look going forward.
That would be awesome with the hair.
So, all right, you said your piece. Now I'll take the reins and pass it off to you two guys. Okay, we got a whole bunch of best bets out there. I'm looking forward to hearing your best bets. I freaking suck since the first week of baseball. I was up like 4 units, and since then. But I feel good about a couple plays today. What are you shaking your head about, JoeyWerk? Telling me not to say that or what?
No, say all you want. I don't know how you're down units, not just tailing us, but you want to,
No. For you guys. Oh, no. Tailing you guys, I'm way up.
Yeah, you just want to bet on like Dean Kramer over strikeouts, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
I did not bet Dean Kramer over strikeouts.
Or Bruce Zimmerman, same shit.
Hey, that won.
Yeah, I know.
The Bruce Zimmerman was a nice.
You got lucky.
Your ass cheeks.
Lucky?
Oh, okay.
No, that wasn't a luck. That was a great call. And then it all went to hell after that. All right, let's get into this, boys. We gotta go super rapido. JJ has some circle jerk or something to get to. So
also, for folks that are in the video, we have 35, 36. Feel free to type something in the live chat. You guys are like quiet stalkers. Chat's empty.
That is weird.
Join the party. What are we doing? Join the party. All right, Holden.
Take your clothes off. Let's party. That was awkward. So anyways, Cardinals, Phillies, gentlemen, do you have any thoughts? I have nothing on the Cardinals and the Phillies. It's Philadelphia minus 184, Cards plus 154. The total's 8. It's going to be John Gant against Aaron Nola, and Phillies left-handers are going to feast today against John Gant. It's more of DFS stuff, not a bet there, JJ. What do you got on this game?
Yeah, so lean for me, Philly first 5. I've been a guy that's backed John Gant a bit this season. If you've watched him pitch, this dude consistently gets himself into trouble and then works his way out of trouble. It's just at some point that's going to become an issue. Now, walks was an issue for Gant coming into the season. Walks is still an issue for Gant. The good part when you get Gant is he typically does not give up a lot of hard contact, especially not a lot of home run balls. He's actually one of the better pitchers in the league at not giving up home runs. However, it's a patient Philly team up and down the lineup. And like you said, Holden, lefties are likely to give him some trouble. Gant is going to walk a bunch of guys today. It's what he does almost every start. It's just going to be a matter of if he can get himself out of jams. I'll take the chances on him not getting himself out of jams, and I lean first 5 Philly.
What do you got here, JoeyWerk? Nothing?
Yeah, it's been a tale of 2 games so far in this series. Phillies won game 1, 9-2. Cardinals come back and win game 2, 9-4. Third and final game here. John Gant has pitched 2 games this year, both versus NL East opponents. Miami, first start, Washington. Second start, he pitched better in the first start. Only 4 innings versus Miami, 4 hits, 1 run. But then he comes back versus Washington, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. In a total 31 at-bats, he has fared well against this Phillies team. Nola, another guy who's only pitched against the NL East so far this year. He pitched against the Mets twice, Braves once. Pitched good today, 15 2/3, 6 earned, 6 strikeouts or 18 strikeouts. The bullpens, Cardinals have the 5th most bullpen innings in all of baseball. They have really bad advanced stats, 2nd worst in walks, 2nd worst in xFIP. Phillies pen was statistically terrible last year. They've been better so far this year, but I'm still, they're still in the bottom in analyticals, advanced stats and whatnot. So I'm really not sold on either bullpen. I do prefer the Phillies here, but I'm off.
Okay, very good. I'm off of that too. Rays and Yankees. Joey, will go to you first. I'll just tell you this. I took 18.576 of a unit, and I put it on the Rays money line at 200, even though G-Man Choi is not there, the notorious Garrett Cole killer. The Rays are the Yankees' daddies. They're going to sweep them today, and that's all I got for you. Tell me why I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
besides for all the other reasons.
I don't know what you put that unit, 0. whatever the hell that was.
18.576 of 1 unit.
Okay. So
like $18.57.6.
And he's reading that off, so it's accurate. Like he's looking at the slips.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
So you should have just ordered a nice, expensive breakfast because that's a loser. The Yankees, they haven't started this bad since 2009. Is Yarborough going for Tampa Bay or is it Kittredge? It's
a bullpen game today.
All right. Well, the bullpen sucks this year. The Yankees are going to win this game probably by margin. Obviously the Yankees basically own Yarborough. He's given up 12 earned runs this year in 2 starts versus Boston and Texas, 9 hits in 11 innings.
Is starting.
Yeah, Kittredge is starting. He's going to pitch an inning until he gives up 2 runs in the first, and they're going to go to Yarborough, who's going to give up 6 runs in 4 innings. So the Yankees have 8 by the 5th. So Cole, this is what he wants. He's living for this. Jay Bruce said he's going to play this morning, and he's going to take a long stroll and go sit on his couch the rest of the year. Yandy Diaz is the only one with good numbers versus Cole. Everyone else stinks. Tampa Bay's bullpen has not been good this year, and there's still a lot of injuries in that pen. Yankees win this game. First 5 lean, the half run, but I'm not laying it. The juice.
Oh, you're leaning, you wuss. JJ, would it be against the law if the Rays win and I were to take a Sharpie and draw a smile on my testicles and send it to JoeyWerk?
Look, what you two decide to do in your own DMs is your own issues. It's hard to tell though. Is JoeyWerk a Yankee fan? It's hard. It was hard based on that breakdown. It was hard to tell, but
yeah, I'm a Yankee fan, and they're going to win this game too. No matter, I'll throw my fandom out.
But yeah, no. Look, I have no read in this game. I'm not going to lay 240 with Cole. I can't lay 240 with a team that's ice cold. But with that said, no, I don't want to back the Rays in this spot either. So going to be off for the entire.
Not anything.
Shout out Dom Ricci, Dutch Boy Fresh in the chat. Logan Frederick, William Terry. I'll do your job, Holden. Ricky Chan, Gregory Russo in the house. Hustle Wilson, Eric Gordon. We're here.
Joey,
you're reading names.
Joey, feel free to tag me in next time too. I can say who's in the chat.
Gotcha.
No, that's a great point, Josh. The Yankees are so bad. Jay Bruce said this is a waste of my time.
No, Jay Bruce sucks. Basically, Rugnet Odor took Jay Bruce's job, and they moved DJ LeMahieu to first base. So Jay Bruce, and once what's his name comes back, Jay Bruce is going to be playing once every 10 games. So he's like, what? I'd rather eat donuts on my couch.
Again, I say it's really tough to tell if Joey's a Yankee fan or not, but I think he is. I
know he is.
I
know he is. Hey, just don't call the cops when I send this to you after the Rays win, okay?
Yeah, all right, bro.
I tell you what, if it's a Sharpie Holden, it might take you weeks to get that off your balls.
That's fine. I don't care. It'll be a great look.
Hard to tell what team Holden's got because he's got these $10 posters behind him of every team.
They're less than $10.
Yeah, they're $1.99. I know.
Yeah, $1.99 and $7.99.
I know.
But if I can win big on this 18 point whatever unit, I'm going to buy a Wrigley Field clock back there. Okay. Anyways, Giants Marlins, Alex Wood against Pablo Lopez. Giants plus 128 on the money line. Miami's playing good ball, man. Their offense has been clicking here. The total's 8. JJ, you got anything here?
Yeah, so gave this out for a Run Pure sub yesterday, but this line has moved quite a bit. I like the Marlins first 5 behind Pablo Lopez. Last night this was 120. Now it's penning your book 140, 150-ish. 150 basically. I like what I've seen from the Marlins offense. I like Pablo Lopez. I think that he's just another guy that consistently throws better than his surface, or at least that he looks. He doesn't always pass the eye test, but he's been getting a decent amount of strikeouts this year. And look, Alex Wood making his debut this year. I don't know how you can love that. Marlins are basically putting out an opening day lineup. Giants resting 1 or 2 bats, nothing crazy. But I'd expect the righty sticks to be able to do some damage against Alex Wood today. And Pablo Lopez should be able to hold things down. Now, it's not nearly as favorable for me anymore. You could still dive in, but to me, the edge was yesterday. There's no long, true edge anymore. But considered a lean for me now at the new number with Pablo first 5.
Did you talk about edging? Is that what you said?
I did not use the word hedge.
You used edge.
Edge.
You were edging.
Yeah, he's cutting his grass.
JoeyWerk, you got anything? You got anything on this? Before you do that, this is what you're going to get. It's going to be just like that. It's going to be beautiful.
There you go.
That's a classic Picasso smile.
Yeah. Thanks for wasting my time.
That's
all right.
That's going to look like too. All right. What'd you say?
So Wood, obviously, he underwent a minor back procedure in March. Yeah. So this is he made 2 rehab starts, allowed just 1 run, 3 hits, 2 walks, striking out 2 in 3 innings during the rehab start. So he hasn't pitched much. The Marlins have been hot, winning 6 of their last 7. Pablo Lopez has great stuff going for him. He did struggle his last time out versus Atlanta, but he's pitched good in his 2 previous starts this year. His back versus the Giants team struggling at the plate and to score runs. And speaking of first 5, the Giants are second worst in the league, scoring 1.5 runs per first 5. I'm not going to,
That's a good stat. That's a good stat, Joe. Where'd you dig that one up from?
Yeah, I mean, you could do some research and get a lot of stats on the internet. But I'm with JJ and lean Marlins.
I like it. Joey taking no prisoners today. I like it.
No, he said
I'm on my 1.5 cups of coffee already. This is cup number 2, all black. I'm ready to go.
I like it.
Holden looks like a ghost over there. So we're
here. See, Holden,
I'm gonna take a picture right now.
It's not just you. We're both getting it today. I like it.
Who, you and me are getting it, or your guys are getting me?
No, we're both getting Joey's heat today.
Don Ricci said, "I'm getting worked over this morning." How am I getting worked over this morning? I've threatened the man with a picture of my testicles. I'm the one getting worked over. Anyways, so we haven't had any official plays yet, right? As we get through these first few games.
I would consider Marlins for me a strong lean, Holden.
It's just a strong lean.
Talk a game. I said that I liked it. I bet it overnight. I'm not in love as much with the new number. And you're like, so we haven't given out one single bet yet, right, boys?
I would blame it on this illness, but I'd do that if I was sober. So I have no excuse. I mean, I am sober, but if I wasn't sick, I'd still do it. All right. Indians, Reds. Enjoy the name Indians. It's the last year it'll be here. Party on, people. Cleveland has Bieber on the mound. Wade Miley for the Reds. Cleveland minus 164 plus 138 on the money line for the Reds. And the total here is 7.5, JJ. Any official plays on this one?
No, I think that the market's kind of impacting all Bieber starts now in a heavy way. I do think that the line's fair at $1.50, $1.55, depending your spot. You could lay a half run. I'm sure it'll be quite popular for folks to lay a half run with Bieber. But look, you can just go back to the well if you want. First 5 under with Cleveland. At 7, you should be able to get a number of 4 with extra vig. 3.5 will be dog money. I guess, gun to my head, if you will, I'd lean the under first 5. I know it's a little chalky, but Cleveland doesn't really score all that often early, and Bieber's usually really tight, especially early in games. So I'm going to not be a bet for me, but again, lean would be first 5 under 4.
Did you make an official play on this one?
0 official. 0 official plays on this one.
JoeyWerk, let's do it, baby. You got anything here? Do we move on?
Yep. Bieber had a great performance last night at the Thriller fights.
Okay.
Nothing.
Do you want to add anything else to that?
Holden's like,
you didn't even know what I'm talking about. All right.
Well, there was a fight last night.
Yeah.
There were fights.
Yeah.
Some guy that is Logan Paul. I don't know who he is. He won a fight. Everybody was bitching about it. And I'm like, why aren't you just watching the Dodgers and the Padres? Because this is the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah.
Wow. What a catch by
Yeah, that was awesome. Now to win the game, that was a nice diving catch. You're right. You could watch both if you have more than one TV, which I was doing. But all right, so Bieber, obviously, he's a beast. He stuttered in his first start versus the Tigers, but he pitched better in his next two versus the Royals, White Sox. 21 in the third innings, 5 earned runs, 35 strikeouts. He has good numbers versus the Reds team. Wade Miley going for Cincy. He was limited the last 2 years because of injuries, but he looks healthy and on point this year. And the manager is taking precaution with him through 2 starts. He hasn't topped 80 pitches in either start. He is 2-0, 11 innings, 4 hit ball under his belt, 9 strikeouts without allowing a run. Indians offense has been missing for like 2+ years, I want to say. Yeah, they're the worst in first 5, least in the league, 1.29 runs per first 5. I think Miley should be able to limit this team as well. Obviously, they struggle against lefties too. So I gave out a bet last night to Run Pure Bet subscribers. First 5 under 4, -110 for via Bet MGM. I'm pretty sure it's at 3.5 now or high vig on the 4.
JJ, you tailing Joey on this one?
Well, considering I mentioned that I kind of leaned the same play before. So I will say this, though. Wade Miley is quite interesting because outside of his Houston-Milwaukee days, he's done nothing in his entire career. I'm interested to see if now he kind of bounces back a little bit. But another added element to think that Houston was doing something weird with baseball because he was one of, especially at home in Houston, he had really good numbers that one year. Was either 2017 or 2018. But he hasn't been the same before that and after that. So either way, stay away spot for me. But I think that the only fear would be Cleveland's bats. Bieber should be able to hold it down for Cincinnati.
D the man, Joey Goat, JJ Goat, let's go biceps. You can't include me. Like, you can call me a donkey. And what am I? Just dead over here? I'm not dead.
Maybe like he didn't see you on the screen. Maybe it was like for whatever reason you were
What do you mean? Because I'm so pale? This is ridiculous.
Landed into the brick behind you. You're
dead to me, D the man, until you call me a donkey or something. Did you know that burritos are probably named after donkeys?
What? You see, this is the type of stuff that we bring out for Holden. These are the types of facts that I want.
Yeah, think about it. A donkey in Spanish is a burro, and I'm thinking that they just made burritos out of them, probably with donkey meat.
He just makes things up. He called me a gerbil breeder yesterday. Like, you just make shit up.
I like it.
Real quick, you did
Jeopardy facts on the show.
You do breed. You are the Northeast's #1 gerbil breeder, and I don't want you to say anything else about it.
How did you make that up? Where does that come from?
So the Nationals and the Diamondbacks are playing
yes,
today.
There you go, Holden.
And Strasburg got scratched, so we got Paulo Espino, who is total garbage. Madison Bumgarner, who at this point in his career is total garbage. Diamondbacks also just scratched Cole Calhoun. I'm not too worried about that, though. Diamondbacks +138, Nationals -164. Total here is 9. I got it at 8.5, betting the over here. I'm fine at 9, so at least you push if you don't get there. But, I mean, Espino's just garbage. He's got a 5.70 ERA in 30 big league innings. He has no business. Being in the big leagues. And today I think there's going to be a lot of offense actually on both sides. So over 8.5, I'll either go over 9 at that. What do you got, JJ?
This is a stay away spot for me. I feel like the market's over adjusted to Madison Bumgarner's pitching woes, which is what's created a large total for this park. Now, granted, this isn't the biggest number you'll see at Nationals Park. It's still called Nationals Park. Holden, I know you're usually on top of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you think it changed or something?
Like a confident, yeah, but we'll take it. So at Nationals Park, this is a pretty big number. Typically, the biggest number you'll see at this park is 9.5. It wouldn't even surprise me if this got to 9.5. But I'm going to stay away. It's not super warm today. Ball might not carry like it can at this park. But yeah, I mean, look, Madison Bumgarner has been so bad, especially against right-handed bats. Nats are going to bring plenty of them. And as Holden said, in his own words, Paulo Espino shouldn't even be in the league. So you would expect there to be multiple opportunities for runs, but I'm going to pass. It's a big number for this park, so I'll stay away personally.
Okay. Joey, what do you got?
Yeah, I was kind of, I'm upset that Strasburg went on the DL because I was looking to fade him to begin this season, but Bumgarner, he's been bad this year. 3 starts, giving up at least 5 earned runs in each. Last year, he was terrible, 6.48 ERA, 41 in the third innings. He does have decent numbers versus the Nationals team, but not really someone I'm interested in backing. Espino's been in the minors for 10 years. He literally started in single. I mean, that's what we're only seeing double A in 2010. He's been in the minors for 10 years. Clearly, his stuff is not very good. His ERA in the majors is probably about 6 almost. So I lean over with you as well, but I have no official play here.
Yeah, and a guy in the chat goes, Austin Voth's going to come in. I've seen a lot of Austin Voth. Now, this year he's been pretty good, but he's only thrown 2 2/3 innings. And last year, the whip was up around 1.5. I'm not going to take that 2.2 innings and say, this guy turned it around. So give me the over in this game. As far as the ballpark goes, I know Nationals Park as well. There's probably anybody, to be honest with you. When it's cold, it's the biggest park in baseball. It's almost impossible to score there. And you'll notice that. When it's warm, the ball flies out. It's one of the best hitters' park. Today, it's going to be in the 60s. So I think it's going to be kind of in the middle. So give me that stuff. That's great. By the way, while one of you was talking, whichever one was boring me the most, I found the history of the burrito. And it is, huh?
Oh, nothing. Continue.
Okay. The history of the burrito, and the reason, because burrito means little donkey, and it's applied to the dish and derives from the tendency for burros to carry a lot of things on their back and burritos to have a lot of things in them. Those of you that thought I was crazy.
We just lost 40 viewers. Also, Holden also, did you notice that, Joey? He gave his breakdown and then said, "That's great." Like he he gave his breakdown for why he liked the over. Then he was like, "Yeah, that was a good breakdown, Holden." All right. So I was doing some research on donkeys.
Really? Did we lose 40 viewers? Or are you just saying that?
No, I'm just saying.
Come for the baseball.
It was only like 30.
The burros.
It was only 30, I think.
Joey?
Yeah, I mean, someone said you had a bad reaction to
no, I just want to know your thoughts on burritos.
I mean, yeah, I like burritos. I like donkeys. All right, on to the next game.
I love you, JoeyWerk. You're definitely one of my favorites. There's no doubt about it. Such a good guy. But you are going to see my balls after the Rays win. Yeah. So Blue Jays.
You want to do a friendly wager on that one? I'll give you 2-1 odds.
No, here's my friendly wager is my balls in your inbox.
Okay, that's what I thought. So what do I get to send you when the Yankees win by 2 runs at least?
So what are you going to send me?
Yeah,
gerbils.
No, I don't have any gerbils.
You are the biggest gerbil breeder on the East Coast. It's on the internet.
I'm going to send you something burrito. Something burrito wise, something to do with burritos. All right.
I need more random donkey facts each week from Holden.
Blue Jays, Royals, Robbie Ray. You know what? Singer's not a bad pitcher. KC minus 138, Blue Jays plus 118 money line. Total is 8.5. One of you guys has some action on this one. I tailed one of you guys. Which one is it? Or both?
It was JJ. I'll go first, though. I'll just run real short. I do expect runs here. Robbie Ray, Brady, Singer. Ray, obviously not somebody I really trust, and he continues to issue free passes. Singer gave up 12 hits, 8 in the third innings thus far this year, 6 earned runs, 11 strikeouts. We know the Blue Jays team is as free swinging as it gets, and I am kind of interested in Singer's K prop as long as he doesn't get an early hook. That should hit, but otherwise I'm off this game, and I will be tailing JJ.
All right, JJ, why are you taking this game?
Yeah, this is a complete fade spot for Robbie Ray for me. I could have backed the Royals over their team total, but I preferred to go Royals first 5, and I gave this out last night at 110. This will still be my best bet because I have this actually really quite favorable. So even at the new number, Royals first 5 is probably money line like minus 130. You can lay a half run at dog money, but for me the play from the show will be them money line minus 121 DraftKings in New Jersey. Why it's a fade spot for Robbie Ray for me. So first of all, this is a guy that does not get a lot of ground balls for his entire career. He's averaging a 54% ground ball rate to date. His walks are egregiously high. His left on base percentage is egregiously high. This is a guy that if he continues to pitch like this is going to blow up. And it could be this start against a lot of healthy righties for the Royals. He's a fade guy for me for this foreseeable future while the market kind of hasn't really caught up to him and his woes just yet. So while I'm not totally in love with the Royals end of things, with Singer's been better than he looks surface-wise. But overall, I do really like the Royals in this spot.
Holden's butt rub hasn't been getting the job done, huh?
Airwano, more info on donkeys than baseball from Holden. Listen, I already gave you one of my picks. Donkeys can live up to 50 years, by the way, just so you know. Pirates, Brewers, either one of you want to talk about this game? JJ's got to get out of here soon. So
yeah, I'll talk. Let's go.
Yes
Chad
or no?
Poole, Freddie Peralta.
Right on schedule.
Yeah, we're all right. I don't know what's going on with JJ's internet. Maybe he's trying to leave early, so he's turned it down a couple notches over there.
Bad.
But Cool has walked 15 batters in 10 2/3 innings this year, 8 total runs, 11 hits, striking out 8. He gets an easier matchup here versus Brewers team, who offense really hasn't shown up. Been stagnant to start in 2021. They're in the bottom 10 in runs scored, bottom 5 in batting average, last in the league in slugging percentage, and they are missing their best player in Christian Yelich. Freddie Peralta has been dominant so far. Pitched 6 innings, 2-hit ball, 10 Ks last time out versus the Cubs, 2-0 versus this Cubs team, both wins versus them. And he pitched one other start. He's another guy that I'm probably looking for his K prop here. Pirates in the top 10 in strikeouts per game this year. And minus 200 almost. I want nothing to do with the Brewers offense for sure. Obviously without Christian Yelich as well. I do think Cool could have a solid start here. Keep this under first 5. So this will be a personal play of mine. First 5 under 4.5, minus 110.
JJ,
I like
this one.
I have no true lean here. Not so much that I want to fade Peralta, but I do think the market's over adjusting to his egregiously high K rate. If that sustains, yeah, granted, he's going to be a tough guy to get runs against regardless. But we kind of know the real Freddie Peralta, and he's liable to blow up in any start. I don't think it'll be this one, but it's likely coming. I'm going to pass this spot entirely.
Okay, very good. Baltimore Orioles, Texas Rangers. Kyle Gibson's kind of been pitching better than, well, it's only a couple starts, but he's pitched better than I think people realize if you dig behind the numbers. John Means on the mound for the Orioles. Minus 108, both sides. 7.5 is the total. JoeyWerk, I actually kind of like this game to watch, but I don't want to bet on it. How about you?
Yeah, I got to play here. Mr. Means, 2.16 ERA, 14 strikeouts, 4 walks through 16 2/3 so far this year. He's pitched well on the road in his career. He gets a lineup which struggles versus lefties. They're in the bottom 5 in all major categories versus lefties last year and have staggered today in 2021 versus them. Kyle Gibson, he had a terrible first start on opening day, but he has right the ship since. He has allowed an earned run in his last 13 innings. The Orioles haven't seen much of him. He pounds the zone. He normally eats innings. He doesn't issue free passes, something you love to see, if you're betting unders especially. So, again, I don't like getting these bullpens involved as both these teams have a lot of question marks in the bullpen. But this is another game where I'm liking the under first 5. I got that number 4.5, minus 120 last night via Bet MGM. JJ?
I really like the under look, and I'll tell you this. I know my father's not on this show, but he absolutely loves the Orioles today. So you can bet that if you'd like. He likes them all the way up to almost 130. I know that they're basically 104, 105, 108, pending your book. We'll call that a free play from him for the show. I think he also gave it out on Twitter, but I know he's big on the Orioles today.
Easily the most important pick of the day that you're going to get on this show. Your dad, who didn't want to show up, taking the Orioles, the Orioles money line, right?
Yeah,
that's impressive. I like it. See, come for the donkey facts, get the facts man's pick. We're doing very well. I like it. So Mets and Rockies out here in Denver. I'll be in the 50s today. I'll warm up a little bit. Stroman and Senzatella is the pitching matchup. Senzatella's had some good starts here at Coors Field. Stroman, he's got the great stuff. Minus 176 for the Mets. If you want to back the Rockies, plus 148. 10.5 is the total. JJ, the total of 10.5. Is this attainable or a fade?
Yeah, so I got snubbed yesterday. Actually, if you bet under in both games, you got snubbed because maybe you got 6.5. You got it late in the DeGrom start, which lost. And then I had the first 5 under, which lost in the bottom of the 5th. Both these teams are kind of hitting. I don't want to say they're all hitting up and down the lineup, but they're kind of hitting. Did the lineups come out yet for this? Because that's kind of important for me. You have a doubleheader yesterday. Maybe they sit a few bats. Looks like the Rockies are putting out a near opening day lineup. But I don't know what you're going to get from the Mets. Yeah, it's a big number, but pitching wise, it's Stroman at a park like this. I don't, guys trying to get ground balls. Ball's going to carry a little bit out of this park. It is warmer today than it's been. So, are they making enough of adjustment? Like yesterday, a full game at 9 innings would have been 10.5 the total instead of 8.5 or 8. So, are they making enough adjustment for the degraded pitchers for this game? Maybe not. So I guess lean over, but I don't love it. But yeah, it would be my very, very small lean on the over at 10.5, 11.
We got the Mets lineup here. Nimmo, Lindor, Smith. It's opening day. Alonso, McNeil, Conforto, Davis, McCann. Does that do anything for you?
No.
JoeyWerk?
Negative.
Yeah, so Stroman, 0.73 ERA, heading to Coors. Ground ball heavy guy, which should work here in Coors, but he does have limited strikeout upside, which, is quite the opposite. But he's only pitched against the Phillies in both starts, recording a win in both of them, allowing us only a solo home run to date, 12 innings, 6 strikeouts. Senzatella has struggled in his 2 starts versus the Dodgers, but he pitched good in his lone start versus another team, which was the D-backs, 8 shutout innings at home, only allowed 4 hits. In 51 total at-bats, the Mets team has a 342 ex-Woba versus Senzatella and 500 slugging percentage. I know the Mets have played 2 or 3 less games than the average MLB team, but they are striking out a little over 6 times per game, and that's basically a recipe for success in Coors Field, and it's the lowest number in baseball today right now. I do like the Mets, but I'm not going to lay the -175.
Okay. Our next game to get to, the Tigers at the A's 4:08 first pitch in Oakland, big park. Should be nice and a little bit warmer, though. Very mild breeze blowing out to right center field today. Detroit +130, Oakland -154, 8.5 is the total. JoeyWerk, what do you got?
Yeah, the Athletics are hot, man. They get lefty Matt Boyd today, who they average 298 against, 307 ex-Woba. They do historically struggle against lefties, and Boyd has pitched pretty good this year. He's given up 1 run in 2 starts versus the Astros and Indians. And he gave up 3 earned runs in 7 innings versus the Twins. He has 14 strikeouts, 19 and third. Bassett going for Oakland, who's a guy I know that's pitched well the last couple of years, but he just doesn't do it for me. I'm personally not very high on him. This year he's given up 9 earned runs in 16 and a third, including 8 walks, 11 strikeouts. He is a big ground ball guy, throws a sinker over 35% of the time. He does have some solid numbers versus Detroit team, but I lean first 5 under here, but I'm not trying to step in front of this hot Oakland team.
Okay. Great game last night. Dodgers and Padres.
We're just they've JJ actually on that one?
No, I don't care.
I officially have no look in that game.
Okay.
I knew JoeyWerk. Don't sit here and throw that over at me.
I'm sorry. I would have liked to respect both ways. So,
you shouldn't be apologizing. Holden should be apologizing to me. I bailed him out there.
Yeah.
No, you don't have a lean on this game.
I'll take a written DM apology. Thank you, Holden. Let's continue.
So the Dodgers and Padres have played 2 classic games. I mean, last night that catch by Betts to save the game and end the game was about as remarkable as you're going to see in the regular season. So Bauer and Snell, the pitching matchup. The Padres actually plus money at home, +112. Dodgers -132, total 7.5. JJ, while I think this is going to be a really fun game, I mean, where do we bet this? Do we go, can you actually bet an under with the Dodgers and Padres offenses? Can you bet an over? Do you have a side? What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I know last night on the show, I said I leaned Padres at dog money or slight dog money. They have their opportunities. Kershaw threw really well, though. And I'd argue Darvish threw really well. He didn't deserve to get a loss yesterday. To me, it's kind of the same thing. I think the difference now is Blake Snell's a much better pitcher than Trevor Bauer. Like, I know Bauer's had a decent start to the year and his K rate's been good, but he finds himself into trouble quite a bit. And I know that the Padres are not exactly a team to play that card against. I think Snell outpitches Bauer here, so I'd lean first 5 Padres at dog money. But again, I haven't exactly been right on this team the last few days, so tread lightly. It's only a lean for me, but again, I'd lean the dog at home first 5.
JoeyWerk, Dodgers, Padres.
Yeah, I'm on the other side here. Blake gets his revenge versus the Dodgers. Hopefully the manager doesn't pull him early, but we can't guarantee that. He hasn't lasted more than 5 innings this year. Really sees the 3rd time through the lineup. He did get touched up last time out versus the Pirates. He got the first 2 batters out and then completely fell apart, allowing 6 consecutive batters to reach base, eventually getting pulled in the 1st inning after getting only 2 outs. His previous 2 starts, they were decent, 2 earned runs, 9 2/3, 16 strikeouts, 6 walks. He hasn't faced an elite offense yet, like this Dodgers team. He pitched versus Arizona, San Fran, and Pittsburgh to date. Bauer going for the Dodgers. It looked he's worth the money so far. No hitter in the first matchup versus Colorado until he was on the bases for 15 minutes. Went back out there, lost a no hitter, gave up 4 earned runs. He did come back and pitch really good the next 2 outings versus Oakland and Colorado. Again, he has 29 strikeouts and 20 innings overall. Machado's really the only one with good numbers versus him, and they're really good. He has 10 hits in 17 at-bats, 4 home runs, equates to a .588 batting average. I normally don't like to back the Dodgers, but at this short price, I mean, it's Dodgers or pass for me. Dodgers bullpen is fully taxed after the last 2 games. Kenley Jansen pitched 2 innings 2 nights ago. They didn't even use him last night, but I really don't have much trust in the Dodgers bullpen, so I prefer to keep it first 5. Give me the Dodgers first 5 money line -115.
You guys are going opposite today. JJ, do you want to stab Joey after that, or you guys friends?
No, it was a good breakdown. You need to just kind of tip the cap sometimes.
I mean, we're allowed to not agree on every game, Holden. I know you like to rub our nuts and try to agree on everything. But
no, my own nuts.
Yeah, your own nuts, whatever.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you could do that for me. JJ,
yes,
did we
sir.
go to you on this game because he's on the other side of you? So yeah, I remember you.
I already gave my thoughts, and I respect Joey's opinion. And it was a good breakdown. So yeah, I mean, I almost want to bet the Dodgers now, but I'll likely stay off because I do have a slight lead on the Padres. But yeah, I like the breakdown.
Houston and JoeyWerk. Do you read off of do you make all these notes and read off of them? Because you have so much stuff there. I'm impressed, but do you read off of notes?
I do have notes for every game. Yeah, I do my homework beforehand, unlike you. Sorry.
This might sound crazy, Holden, but he comes prepared for the show. I mean, I know that's like a whole.
Where do you get the notes from? Does people send them to you, or you do it yourself?
Do people send them for me? I mean, I do it myself. Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe Joey's got a personal assistant. I wish I had one.
Between the amount of time it takes you to sell hot sauce and gerbils, I mean, who the hell knew that you were gonna?
I put a good 2 hours into every card before Sundays. That's why I was pissed you didn't show up last week.
Terrific. That's terrific. I really love that.
He always putting in work for breakdowns, and Holden can't even get the times right of the games that are right in front of him.
No,
yeah, Holden can't even tell us he's not showing up.
I gave you 2 days notice.
I do need
unless you told JJ, you didn't tell me shit.
God, I hope the Rays end up winning so bad today. I still want to send my sack to you as a picture, not like the actual skin.
I'm pretty sure Joey would have thought that you might have meant you were going to send the actual skin of your nuts via the mail. I'm glad you're
so gross. JJ, you're so gross. You got anything on the Astros and Mariners, JJ?
So this has been we'll call it a well that we've gone to the last few times. This is a spot I don't want a part of, though. These 2 pitchers in particular do scare me a bit. Odorizzi's been terrible. And Mark Vicious, am I doing that right, Holden?
Mark Vicious, yeah.
We're good with those names. Has also been no good either. Now, I know you're still going to get the degraded lineup from Houston, and Seattle's lineup is definitely nothing to be afraid of. But don't get me wrong, I'm not turning on betting over here, but it scared me enough to not want to go right back to the under first 5. Their bullpens are below average. I mean, Seattle's is. Houston's been a bit taxed. Overall, going to stay away from me.
Please don't take the other side, JoeyWerk. I already laid money on this one.
What'd you bet?
JJ's side.
Which was?
Hold on, what side? I didn't give out.
What? Yeah.
What side? He's like, the side. He's like, I already bet the side JJ gave. I didn't bet the game.
You know what my favorite comment so far? You know what my favorite comment so far is, Adam? What? The more I watch Holden, the more I agree that with the GOAT kid. Now listen,
the GOAT was dressed up in a full. He was wearing the full costume last night, full gorilla suit on the.
I'm not doing shows with him anymore
for an hour plus.
I won't hop on a show if he's on there anymore. I'm just not going to do it. I mean, I will train. I will beat the hell out of him. I'm not doing any more shows with him. And I'm serious. Now I want to fight him. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, there we go. That's what we need.
I'm ready to beat the hell out of this kid.
All right. Atlantic City, summer of 2021. Holden versus the GOAT. Pay-per-view sales only.
Dude is trap bar deadlifting 135 pounds and bragging about it.
I mean, he probably weighs 100 pounds. So
I'm going to whoop his ass. Get this thing going. I don't want to be around him. I don't like him. He creeps me out. He sends me horrible DMs. I'm going to whoop your ass, the GOAT.
Can we find out what bet Holden was talking about that I'm on?
Oh no, yeah.
He's like, I tell JJ, I was hoping you're not on the opposite side.
JJ,
Yeah. What did you bet?
Alex Ramirez says, Holden, you killed this show. Thumbs down.
Diego said he'll pay for the GOAT's last semester if he knocks
Should I just
out.
take off? Should I just take the show off now? Should I drop out? I don't want to lose Alex Ramirez's one view.
Oh my god! What was your bet on this game?
Which game?
Oh my god! The Mariners game.
No.
Astros Mariners.
Under first 5.
Okay.
Oh, God.
That was the bet that JJ made the last 2 days and said he didn't like it this game. But,
correct.
Okay. We get it.
Correct.
Yeah, we get it. You're listening. So neither of these guys starting pitchers really turned me on. Astros normally hit lefties, but they're still missing, a couple key hogs in that lineup because of COVID. So Nick's joining the rotation after Paxton got added to the DL. He doesn't have good numbers in his major league career. 5.94 ERA in 20 career starts, averaging over a hit per inning. He gave up 4 earned in 3 2/3 versus the White Sox, 6 earned in 3 innings versus the Orioles in his 2 starts this year. Seattle's pen has good surface numbers to date, but their advanced numbers say otherwise, and regression is on the mend for them. Ordozzi doesn't really interest me either. Gave up 5 earned runs in 3 1/3, including 3 homers versus a Tigers team. And Houston's pen sucks too. I do think runs will score here, but Houston's lineup is somewhat a question mark, so my lean would be Mariners team total over. So, yeah, I'm basically against your bet.
Me too. Yeah. I'm right there with you. Braves and Cubs. It's the night game. Wilson Hendricks versus Hendricks is the pitching matchup here. So a nice little chilly Chicago evening where the Braves are plus 110. Not playing good baseball lately. And then Contreras had a multi-home run game. But, it's not like the Cubs have really been tearing it up either. Total here is 8.5. JoeyWerk. What do we got here?
Yeah, I mean, the Cubs stink. And as a favorite, I really want no part of them. They scored over 10 runs yesterday. Did do it again today, even versus an unknown in Bryce Wilson. I don't think so. Wind's blowing out still, but I'm basically off this game. I really have no interest in the Cubs here. Or, I think Hendricks should be decent, but I really have no interest in this. Lean would be over 8.5, but nothing official.
Very good. Very good. We're done with the show now. We went super fast to JJ. JJ, what do you got?
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
We're not even giving out my best bet. We're not even giving it out.
I don't have
Leroy wants to know what your best bet was, JoeyWerk.
My best bet was first 5 under 4 in Indians Reds.
That's my best bet too.
Okay. That number might be 3.5 now, but if you get 3.5 at plus money, I'm fine with that.
JJ, would you like to give out your best bet one more time?
Sure. It is Royals money line first 5. You get that like minus 125 on DraftKings. You can grab your nuts and lay half a run if you want at dog money, but for me, money line Royals. Really like the spot for them in a fade of Robbie Ray. And Holden, anything in particular you want to give out? I mean, are you just going to stick with the Rays money line? I like that call.
No, I think William Terry and Alex Ramirez can go, eat something hard and fleshy, as well as all that I'll say to both of you.
You see, they don't realize the dynamic you bring though. They're not, they're
normally I'm down with my baseball. I do all my research. I just feel like hell. I'm going to be honest with you.
Dealing with strep's no fun.
Yeah. Alex, go sit on a frozen burrito. So anything else we want to say today before we get out of here?
No, thank you everyone for watching. The game's
Except for Alex.
Game's going to start in about 15-20 minutes. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to gamble responsibly. We'll be back all week with content in multiple sports. Jason will be live sweating out NASCAR where he's been rushing. So look forward to that on this channel today. But other than that, thanks everybody for watching. Gamble responsibly, stay safe, and we'll see you throughout the week. Later, everybody.